There's always something to learn in the super yacht industry, and in this vlog I'll be telling you what I learned this morning. Actually, this particular vlog is inspired by two events from my recent videos at the Monaco Yacht Show. Those of you who watch those videos will know that I tried to show you around the show, and there was two instances that caught me out. This is a pretty significant yacht builder here. I mean, they haven't built a lot of luxury yachts, but when they do, they're really big and of some significance. Lloyd, Werft and Bremerhaven, and names to look out for. This is a brand that's not so well known, Cush Yachts, but they've actually built some incredibly important yachts over the years. I'm trying to remember the name of one of them, but certainly White Rose of Drax, I think, was built in Cush, and they've built some other very large stuff as well. It's just an interesting company. Now, of course, I do know the Lloyd's Werft shipyard and I do know the Cush shipyard, but in that moment, I just couldn't remember any specific yachts that they'd built. So it didn't surprise me when shortly after publishing those videos, I was contacted on WhatsApp by the A Group in Monaco. Now, the A Group is a highly respected company in Monaco that's done business with both of those shipyards. So they invited me to their office to talk a little bit about Lloyd's Werft and about Cush. First of all, though, let me tell you about them as a company. The company was founded by Mr. Richard Hine, who formerly was one of the co-founders of the Ocean Co brand and shipyard. He was involved with all of those early, huge, beautiful Ocean Co yachts. And when he sold his shares in the company, he then founded the A Group, which is a company that designs, project manages, and is architects of some of the world's most prestigious and important super yachts. It's a very respected company, and I was delighted that they invited me to their offices. In fact, in the future, I'd love to do a live stream with them. So if that appeals to you, leave me a message below this video and I'll arrange for that to be done. One of the projects that they were involved with was built by Cush, and it's called Dynasty, a huge and very unique looking yacht. Actually, it was sold by a broker who's a friend of mine in collaboration with the A Group, who did the design work and the project management. But in this video, I'm not going to talk so much about Dynasty, which was built by the Cush shipyard, but rather about a project that they have with the Lloyd's Werft shipyard, and that's called Project Apex. Now, Apex is a 115-meter long, 18.5-meter wide super yacht with a gross tonnage of 8,000 gross tons. Now let me put that in perspective a moment, because Lloyd Werft have already built two significant yachts. One was launched this year, it's called Solaris, and it's about 139 meters long, but the other is called Luna, reportedly both for the same rather well-known client. Luna had the same length approximately as Project Apex, but Luna has a gross tonnage of 5,665. You'll know if you're a regular viewer of this channel that gross tonnage is not a measurement of weight, but rather of interior volume. So when you consider that Luna was 5,665, Apex is 8,000, it really shows how much interior volume this project has. Its credentials as an Explorer yacht are very clear. The bow that you can see is 4 decks high and is ice classed. This is a yacht that has two 20-meter tenders on deck. And in fact, the A Group were quite clear about having inspiration from another yacht called Le Grand Bleu, which in its day was one of the largest yachts in the world and also had these two on-deck tenders, one of which was a sailing yacht, and I think the other one was a Sunseeker on Le Grand Bleu. Of course, for Apex, people can choose whatever they want to have on board as the main tenders. The yacht has capacity for 22 guests, so it's a passenger yacht code vessel, and 48 crew. The propulsion will be diesel electric, and at 16 knots, it will have a 9,000 nautical mile range. Now, yachts with a massive range, such as 9,000 nautical miles, are not that unusual in these large Explorer vessels, but to be able to do 9,000 miles at 16 knots, that is very, very impressive indeed. And actually, when I was with the A Group, we kind of developed that conversation a little bit. And I said to them, how big is the fuel tank? And he said to me, I can tell you it's just under 600 cubic meters. And I said, why do you know that? And he said, well, actually, if a vessel has a fuel tank of 600 cubic meters or above, they then have to get into the classification of an oil tanker, which is why many of these very large yachts keep the fuel tank at under 600 cubic meters so that they're able to meet still yacht standards, but not have to go up to the point of being classed like an oil tanker. Nonetheless, 9,000 nautical miles is a fantastic range. As you can see from the renderings, it'll have a good-sized helicopter landing pad. Now, again, if you watch a lot of yacht videos, you may hear of the expression of touch and go. Many yachts will have a touch and go helicopter pad, and that's maybe not because the yacht is not strong enough to take the weight of a helicopter, but rather because if you want to keep a helicopter on board, you really need a helicopter hangar, you need refueling, and when you have refueling and a hangar, you need crew as well who know what they're doing. So Apex will have the whole 9 yards. It'll have the helicopter, the hangar, all the equipment that you need for a helicopter, which I would suggest for a proper World Explorer yacht is a great asset to have on board. So those are the credentials as an Explorer yacht. What about the credentials for its being a luxury yacht? Well, again, as you can see from the renderings, it has a 12-meter long glass slided swimming pool. It has massive windows, and the windows will be letting light in and of course wonderful views out, but light in to 2,400 square meters of interior living space for the guests and the owner alone, quite apart from the crew space. Now, I tried to put that into perspective and I found this image of a home that is about the same, 2,400 square meters. That's approximately 26,000 square feet. When you look at that image of the mansion there, which I think is in Dallas, it really gives you an idea of the room on board the yacht. Of course, it'll have a spa, it'll have a gymnasium, it'll have a massage room, and already the project has been developed with what's called a GA. Again, for those of you that are not familiar with yachting terms, a GA is a general arrangement. That is to say, the floor plan of the yacht, so that a buyer can come along, the naval architecture's already done, the design's already done, he already has a good idea of what will be on board the yacht through those GA plans. Well, that's about it for that particular yacht. I found it really fascinating. I was particularly interested to learn about the fuel capacity on yachts and how that changes as the yacht gets bigger and bigger as far as the regulations are concerned. Before I sign out, I would just let you know that I've restarted my newsletters again, and I'm back up to speed with them, with once a month newsletters going out, letting you know what's going on behind the scenes. And I'm also going to start sending them out a little bit more regularly than just once a month, so that when something exciting is about to happen, you can sign up and I'll be able to let you know what our plans are in the future weeks and the future months. Actually, I'll be sending one out very, very soon. So if you want to sign up for those newsletters, please do go ahead with that. The link is in the description below. And I've also put a link in the description below to my Instagram account, because recently we've been doing some great filming. We've produced lots of behind the scenes footage on Instagram. Check it out. Join us on Instagram, and don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, don't smash the like button, just stretch across with your finger and delicately touch it.